My father migrated to this great country. He had this wild dream that one day his eldest son, the firstborn in America, would one day make him proud and attend Yale University. I'm serious. As kids, he even moved all of us to Connecticut in preparation. I was never given much of a choice. Ever since I was this big, he said, "You're going to go to Yale. You're going to be in business. You're going to go to Yale. You're going to be in business." Expectations were high. Well, guys, I made it. I made it to Yale. Yale's emergency room where I spent the night half dead for mixing too much alcohol and Xanax. Are you proud of me yet, Dad? I'm just kidding. I love my dad. As a matter of fact, would you believe he's actually still living in Connecticut as we speak? But in all seriousness, my life was pretty messed up. Back then I was about 50 pounds overweight. I would literally have to walk around like this because I didn't want anyone to see how fat I really was. I was married to not the world's nicest person. To be honest, she treated me like trash. I had friends who held me back and were toxic for me and just wouldn't let me grow. Because my parents are alive, I'm not going to get into a lot of details, but I was addicted to every single thing your Sunday school teacher told you, don't do that. I embarrassed a lot of loved ones in the process. I had no why. I wasn't spiritual. I was directionless every single day. Because of all this, I actually developed a crippling anxiety disorder. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically, have you ever felt a little bit of torture? It's basically like feeling a lot of torture all day, every day, and you want to scream at the top of your lungs, but you can't. Because of all that, I ended up living in an electrical closet in the back of an office building, sleeping on a bunk bed with my brother. We had no showers, no hot water, no windows. It was dark in there, stale, and the free sofa we sat on had about 50 living creatures in it. In other words, I was every parent's worst nightmare. So anyway, how you guys doing? But don't feel too depressed. I'm not doing so bad. I stand before you today alive, healthy, anxiety-free, addiction-free, 50 pounds lighter. I'm no longer married to a psychopath. Things are not too bad. I even made it. Thank God I even made it as a top 1% business coach. We've been honored to speak on stages all around the world. Even wrote an international bestseller. Helped entrepreneurs scale their businesses to unbelievable new heights. But to be honest with you, way cooler than all that stuff, I've been really blessed and privileged to have had the honor of adopting a lot of orphans, giving the gift of vision to many blind kids, and providing clean water for thousands and thousands of people all around the world. I think that's what it's really about. So wait a minute. How did I go from this degenerate, desperate junkie to a passionate person of purpose? What changed? Well, it turns out I had a catastrophic misunderstanding of a very powerful word, a word that I'm hoping to redefine with you guys today. And that word, ladies and gentlemen, is giving. You see, before my transformation, I had a rough 10 years or so. I call it the decade of destruction. I failed in businesses over and over and over. I tried selling real estate, cars, furniture, clothes, a dirty slice of cheese, anything I can get my hands on, really. But failure after failure after failure, nothing would work. I thought I failed in all these businesses, but the reality is I just gave up on all of them. And quickly, too, the second anything went wrong, supply was low, sales were down, funny-looking customers, whatever the situation was, I was out. 10 years like this, trying to make it, fail. But I'll never forget the day when everything changed. I was about to quit another online business. It was summertime. I was working at my dad's retail store, hating every minute of it. I call retail a self-made prison. It's like you can just never get out and just nothing ever changes. I was trying to work my own side business while I was there so I can get out of retail. I was trying to work this business. Every day I'm on the phone. Hey, Mr. So-and-so, this is going to be fantastic. This is unbelievable. You're going to love this. This is so easy. Your grandmother's grandma can do it. Click. Another, no thanks, buddy. 30 days, all day, every day on the phone, zero sales. Pathetic. Man, I felt like the world's biggest loser. Here I was, college educated, coming from a decent family, semi-good looking. And some guy just hung up on the phone with me like I'm a freak, giving me this feeling that, dude, you're just bothering people. In tears, I was ready to quit again. But someone didn't let me. Someone gave me hope. Someone gave me the insight that, hey, I'm not a loser. I've just been handling this whole thing wrong. This person said, dude, when I see you on the phone, all I hear is me. Stop selling, start giving. Like, giving? What the hell are you talking about? No one cares what you think. Give the customers value. Tell them how your thing solves their problems. This person, this light in my life, was my coach. I'm a good student, so I said, all right, let's do this. I listened to everything she said. I rewrote my entire script, redid my entire approach. I kid you not, the very next day, boom, shakalaka, my very first sale. Man, I was floored. That one sale turned into many sales. We went from 0 figures to 7 figures, and it really laid the foundation of our coaching business that has allowed us to do philanthropy all around the world. But it started from that one sale that was derived from giving. But what is giving? Or what do you think giving is? When I say Ross and Rachel, you think friends. When I say Michael Jordan, you think basketball. When I say ice cream, you think, ooh, baby. But when I say giving, you think money. That's where we have it wrong. You see, the definition of philanthropy is to actually improve the quality of mankind. There's no mention of money in that definition. As a matter of fact, it can be argued that a person who just gives money is simply a donor. You see, to limit giving to just money is a gross misunderstanding of the holistic nature of the word. In ancient English, giving used to mean to commit, to devote, to entrust. Unfortunately, today in modern English, the word's been really watered down. It's been so dumbed down that today it just means when someone freely exchanges something to someone. What the hell is that? It seems so corporate, doesn't it? The problem is now that we have such a jaded definition of the word giving, no one's privy to the actual benefits of it. Would you believe that today we are living in a world where 80% of people have low self-esteem? According to WHO, 300 million people suffer from depression every single year. I'm not making this up. This is according to WHO. 85% of people hate their jobs. What the hell's going on? What is this? How can giving help? It's pretty easy, to be honest. Giving has been scientifically proven to alleviate depression, boost self-esteem, and make people happier. See, the bottom line is those who are in a constant state of giving, they're the happiest people in the world. Giving what, though? Well, look, if you have money, give some. But here's the problem. People come up to me, oh, yeah, giving, I love that. Yeah. When I make it big, when I get that promotion, when I'm ready, then I'm going to give. I can't wait. Here's the problem with that. You see, the secret is you need to give starting from day one, no matter what you can. To belittle your giving is only to belittle yourself. The reality is the $3 that you might donate might have more blessings in it than $10,000 some millionaire just donated. Because you see, in the eyes of God, in my opinion, we're all equal. So a poor person can't go to God and complain and say, excuse me, I was born in poverty. This man was born into money. How come he gets to have more blessings than me? That's not how it works. Your $3 can have maybe more blessings than that $10,000. They say, when I go big, then I'm going to give. I say, in order to go big, you need to give. Don't stop there. Do you know, if you just call your mom and make her smile, that's giving? When's the last time you called an old friend or an uncle? Say, hey, Uncle so-and-so, I know it's been a while. Just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you, wondering how you're doing. That's kind of weird. I actually did that recently. It was super awkward. What turned into I thought it was going to be a super awkward conversation, actually turned into this beautiful, meaningful exchange that lasted over an hour. And while my wife wasn't too thrilled that I missed dinner, honestly, I think that was the first time in my life I made my uncle happy. You see, I gave him a little time, respect, love. In return, I have this cherished memory inside of me of making my uncle happy, and I'll tell you something, that memory refuses to die. To give is to make whole. You see, the message I want to tell you is that giving is for everyone. It doesn't matter what color you are, how old you are, where you're from, where you're born, what political affiliation you have. It doesn't matter. If you have a pulse and you're human, you could benefit from giving every day, all day. You see, we all have a gift in us, a light. We were born with it, and I think we were born to give it away. I would like to argue that use your gift for good. If you are a writer, write for good. If you can persuade for good. If you can talk for good. In other words, whatever your gift is, use it to give good. You know, everyone's always searching like maniacs. What's the key? What's the secret to happiness? How do I get happy? They travel, they go around the world, they spend endless money. How do I become happy? How do I become happy? I think the answer's been under our nose this whole time. I think it's through giving. You see, to give is to make whole. If your significant other is sad, won't you give them part of your happiness to make them whole? If your child is scared, won't you give them some of your courage to make them whole? The truth is, the happiest people in the world are givers. Meet Nicholas. Nicholas approached me recently at a conference. He was shaking, crying. He said to me, thanks, man. You saved my life. What are you talking about, man? He says, no, man, you don't understand. Before I met you, I was suicidal. I was going to take my life. You see, I kept trying. I wanted to be in business, and I kept trying to make it in business. I just couldn't figure it out. I was just going to give up. I was just going to end it all. But then I met you, and you taught me that the key to living is giving. Once Nicholas implemented this philosophy into his life, I'm very happy to tell you that Nicholas is happy now. He has a business generating revenue, and he's spending his time and resources donating it to mental health facilities. I can't believe that Nicholas is a student of mine, and now I'm his coach. You know, when I was a fat, depressed junkie, I never in a million years would have thought that one day I'd be a coach actually spreading some good, maybe saving some lives. I became a coach because I realized firsthand that through giving, coaching can change the trajectory of mankind. You see, my secret to success has never been a morning routine, an exercise plan, or how much freaking water I drink. My secret to success is something which I wish to be the world's worst kept secret. A secret that will give you the highest ROI you've ever seen, way higher than real estate, stocks, or anything like that. The secret that will make you happier than you've ever been, that will change your life now and forever. The secret that will make you whole is giving. Thank you.